Hello?
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 Daiya voice in the
Hello?
void. Okay, wait, I gotta set up the Fugi thing. We were sitting in a
No one's
collab, and then oh my gosh, you're so small. Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm teeny. Am I teeny tiny? Do I need to be bigger? I can make myself bigger. Give me a second.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Oh, you're good. You got it? Okay. World's good. World's good.
We were in a collab in the VTube studio, and then it went under maintenance. So,
I'm like super low res. Okay, wait. I can fix this.
What? 140p.
Daiya 140p tuna.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I got this. It's just kind of.
I think that the maintenance is scheduled to be done. It said in 15 to 60 minutes. So
Yeah.
I guess just add an hour in, we'll set up the collab again and then go, oh, it's so crazy that you guys saw this the whole time.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
You didn't? What are you talking about? Are you delusional? Are you okay? In front of your head?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, hello everybody. Would you like to introduce yourself to my silly little guys?
I guess I could do that. Hi. Hiya. It's me, Daiya. It's lovely to be here. I'm so happy. We're just horsing around.
Oh my god, I'm blushing. Hello. Welcome in everybody, teeny dachis and monmons. I guess I will introduce myself. Galloping my way into your heart, I'm Izumi Teeny of Avaria Virtual. I'm a horse. Today we're gonna be walking around Disneyland and we're gonna yap, and I'm gonna use my magical space-time powers to make the world start moving again right away. But I hope that you guys will enjoy watching and listening to the vibes. I'm excited to talk about very explicitly some like CD-ROM vintage games with Daiya, because I know that that's something that you enjoy.
My neurons are firing at Mach speed right now. You've triggered my sleeper activation phase. I'm gonna freaking lose it.
Rubs my hands together evilly. If you guys are watching on YouTube and you are the teeny dachis, if you'd like to follow Daiya, all of her information is down in the description. And if you're a monmon and you'd like to, you know, check a horse girl out.
That'd be kind of cool, you. I think you should do that. Just saying. I think you should do that.
Okay, let's do Disneyland. Yay! Yay! This is Disneyland as it is currently. Yes. Yes, quite. So it should be fully up to date. This footage was taken 4 weeks ago. So, yay! Yeah! I am a big fan of these Disneyland streams because I am Canadian and I don't get to go very often. So
that makes sense. I've never been to Disneyland before, so I'm excited. I've been to like Disney World like once. And yeah, I've been to Tokyo Disney Sea, but I've never been to Disneyland before.
Disneyland is my favorite, I think, of the two that I visited, which are Disney World and Disneyland.
I was gonna say that makes sense because proximity wise.
But I don't know. It's also just because of the fact that like Disneyland is smaller, so it's like I've said this to like everyone that I've taken on a little Boost Daiya up. She's hard to hear over Disney.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm too quiet.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I gotta start yelling.
Specifically with Disney World, because it's so huge, it's like you have to interrupt the magic to like go onto a bus to get to the next park or whatever. So I like in Disneyland that it's like, I don't know, it's all walkable.
That's my big thing about like my experiences with Disney World is like it's really nice in the areas that are well themed. I love to watch video essays on amusement parks. I don't go to a lot of them because I have a crippling fear of roller coasters. Genuinely, like so bad that I pass out on them. I passed out on Test Track once.
No.
It was kind of bad. But I really like amusement parks as far as like the ambiance and like the decor and the architecture is concerned. So I think Disneyland is really neat because there's not a lot of dead space. Whereas like Disney World, there's huge portions of it that are just like trees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like,
yes,
like really sparse decor. Whereas this like looks really coherent and really nice.
Yeah, I agree. I've only been to Disneyland, but it's been a long time. Imagine if they completely remodeled the park in 4 weeks. Oh my god.
Honestly, that'd be pretty impressive.
I feel like with the power of Disney, which is boatloads of money, it would be possible.
Like copious quantities of money and power. Anything is possible. Yeah. I think something that I feel like is really important to ask, if you are you big, I assume because you're big enough into Disney to have like a series of streams like this, are you a big fan of the Disney films? Do you have like a favorite or like a top 3?
Oh god, yeah, unfortunately I am a Disney adult.
Okay. I assumed maybe when you were like, do you want to walk around Disneyland with me?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
I do really like Disney, and I've been to Disneyland quite a few times, and I do collect a lot of like old Disney VHS tapes. But all of that like aside, I really like walking around Disneyland is one of my favorite collabs to do with people, because I like doing just chatting, but sometimes it's nice to have like an ambient thing to like look at, and Disneyland is big enough that the walkthrough tours take like 4 hours. So
there's always plenty of stuff to like look at while you yap.
Yeah, it's like a perfect like just chatting thing in my humble onion. But I do really like Disney overall, and I do collect, like I have so many of the VHS tapes in the like the plastic case that they just don't make for anything anymore. But
oh yeah, oh my gosh, those like those specific ones instead of like the paper sleeves,
the hard shells. Yeah. In terms of favorite, my like favorite, I think my favorite Pixar film is A Bug's Life, and then my favorite Disney like princess film would be Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
I am not sure what I would consider as like my all-time favorite, just like general Disney film though. I don't know. I feel like it changes. I feel like it changes.
Well, it's like it's a hard question to ask, isn't it?
It is.
I think my favorite Pixar movie is I really love WALL-E. That's like one of my favorites of all time. I'm really huge into. I actually really love the musical that the movie references pretty regularly, Hello Dolly.
Yeah.
So I really like that one. Princess movie. I think this is probably like really like it's a simple answer, but it's like my childhood favorite was Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
So like, you know, it's an oldie but a goodie, but I also really like Tangled out of the more recent one.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah. A Bug's Life, I really liked specifically. A Bug's Life is a really underrepresented pick. Yeah, I liked it because of the humor. Like, the sarcasm was really funny. But I also, like, remember going to Disneyland when I was 5. And I don't remember much of the trip because I was 5. But
makes sense.
The parts of it that I do remember where they used to have like a Bug's Land area, which they no longer have. It's all been torn down now. But
they had a Bug's Life area once.
Yeah, they had a Bug's Life area, and it was like they had like like swings rides. How they just kind of put you on like a seat and you go around in a circle.
Oh yeah, the spinny ones.
They had a ride that was sort of like that. It was slower, but the thing that you sat in was like as a group of 4, and you sat in little like takeout boxes. Like everything looked like you were bug sized. Like it was all huge, and you were small.
There's like the little caterpillar like train.
Yeah.
And there's like the big tissue box.
It was so cute.
Oh, it's so cute. There's like little bumper cars too, I think, or something like that.
I liked it a lot. It's sad that it's gone now. I understand why, because like there are some things that are staples of the park that they just can't change ever, and then there's some things that are, this is okay to go. So
yeah, especially as a movie like no longer has that like some of the films, especially like the princess movies, are kind of timeless, right? And then there are some of them that just unfortunately wane in popularity. Like one of my favorite movies, I love Big Hero 6, and that movie got like a little peak of fanfare and then disappeared.
Oh, you should look at if you're opening things to Google, there's like the new Pixar Pier is now San Francisco Pier or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's all Big Hero 6 themed.
Oh, I mean, I'm excited. What the heck? I love the color choice in that movie. The color palette is like really, really good. And also I just think that Baymax is one of the best mascot characters in existence. I think if you make just like something that is round and then give it like 2 big eyes and a little tiny mouth, it's good. Like that's peak character design right there.
Did you see that Baymax is in Fortnite?
Wait, what?
Yeah, this season ends in like 2 days, 3 days, but he's like locked at the very end of the battle pass, but you could unlock him, and he has like his regular hero outfit and then like a samurai hero outfit.
I'm gonna cry. That's my little dude. Oh.
Time to spend 3 days grinding out the Fortnite battle pass with Daiya.
Oh gosh.
Don't worry, I'll carry you.
Over grinding because of Miku Fortnite. I played a bunch with my senpai Lottie because Miku and Godzilla came out like right next to each other, and she's a really big Godzilla fan, and so I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta play Fortnite together. And then we played a bunch of it.
Speedrun grinding the battle pass, true. They made the Pacific Wharf area into the city from Big Hero 6 1 or 2 years ago. Yeah, so it wasn't like super recent, but recent enough that if you don't go...
And more recent than I would have expected. Oh my god, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I think tomorrow I need to get on a flight and I need to go. I gotta go. You don't understand. They have little collectible medallions that have little tiny ones of him on them. They're so cute.
Yeah, you gotta get little Baymax merch.
They're so cute. I'm gonna commit arson. Not actually. That's just my way of processing my feelings about things. Oh.
I think that my favorite area that they have changed aside from like the Bugs Life area was in California Adventure. They had a long time ago, so this was like way back when I was very young, but it's now like an up themed area. It's like the up like adventure course or something like that. Way back in the day, it was Brother Bear themed.
What?
Yeah.
Firstly, I love that it's up themed now, but it was Brother Bear themed. Speaking of like sleeper picks, like not like super underrepresented movies, Brother Bear was fantastic.
As a Canadian, I'm upset about the Canadian moose stereotype, but we carry on.
I'm sorry for this misrepresentation, but at the same time, thank you for smiling and bearing it for the rest of the movie.
You know what's really funny too is that in It's a Small World, they have like they have like the whole world like represented. They have like shoved in a corner, like not even in the main area where the rest of the everything is, shoved in a corner in between like two major sections. They have a Mountie with a moose on his head, and that's it. That's it.
I think that might be. I think that might be like a serious like international like art. Like I think that maybe international relationships between Canada and America are now strained because of It's a Small World.
Yeah,
we should have represented Canada better. I agree.
I think that is the
source of all
root,
of our problems.
root cause.
Yeah, it's the only. Yeah.
I love the sound of tour guide mic when it's low enough that you have no idea what they're saying. Yeah. I know they're saying jokes. What they're saying, I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It's giving very like the Peanuts parents from like the old Peanuts. It's nice and relaxing in the it's nice and relaxing in the background though.
Hi Nexie! Hi wife! Hi wife! Hi wife! Hi wife!
Hello,
if you guys don't know, I am part of a VTuber group that's called Bavaria Virtual. Nexie is one of my group mates, my wife. You guys should follow her.
My wife.
My wife. Not everyone has as good of a mic as a horse. I've heard that.
This poor boat guy could not get as good of a mic.
Yeah.
Slacking.
Heck. Gamble horse love. Oh my god, okay, so I wanted to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
So,
ship name.
Yeah. Okay, so I was trying to find our emojis to like put them in the tweet.
Yeah.
And then so I typed in because I couldn't remember what the name of the like slot machine one was, the emoji.
Yeah.
So I typed in gamble and then I typed in horse and I was like, wow, that's our ship name now, gamble horse. And it was so funny because immediately after Yuxi commented under it and said horse betting heart emoji and I was like, that is so much better, but
yeah, because it's that was the thing that I thought was so funny about it was I was like, yeah, because horse betting and horse gambling is like a real thing, you know, on horse races and stuff. And you chose gamble horse, and it's so funny. It's so silly. I'm such a huge fan of gamble horse.
It would have been so much more accurate, but I committed, so now we're
now it's gamble horse. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I had like no like people like as of late I feel like in the last like month or two I've had like a few friends that have just been like, yeah, this is our ship name now, and I'm like, what? yeah. There's a casino that's horse themed on the Tennessee Kentucky border. Whoa. America has a horse-themed casino.
What is it called? Maybe that can be our shipmate name. Maybe it's better than Gamble Horse.
No, I don't know. I don't think
casino
anything
called
best.
Gamble Horse?
It should be. We should buy it and then with my $5, with my 15 million Monopoly monies. Horse-themed casino. Horse-themed casino. I need to know.
Horse betting heart emoji. It was so funny. I was like, that is much better than the thing that I said, but here we are. The Kentucky Downs is what it's called.
Kentucky Downs. Okay. I'm learning things today.
Oh my god, there's ducks in the lake.
Oh.
So cute.
Little duckies.
There's a horse betting simulation machine called Sigma Derby.
Yeah, thank you for not. That's not gonna be it. A hot take.
Are you sure?
Sigma Derby's not going. No, absolutely not.
Are you vetoing
Absolutely
Sigma
not.
Derby?
Yeah, hot take. Sigma Derby is canceled. We can't be Sigma Derby. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that one.
Well, I tried, you guys. Hi, Izumi. Hi. Do you have a preference of any of the Disney parks that you have visited? Like, what is your favorite?
I really love. So I've only been to Tokyo Disney Sea and I've only been to Disney World, and I really like Disney Sea for like the ambiance, because I will say I think it is the most like uniquely themed of the ones that I've seen. But I also really love the I love Galaxy's Edge at Disney World a lot. So I'm torn because I'm like, there's no Star Wars at Disney Sea.
Yeah,
but also
this is true.
So it's complicated. I like them all in different ways though. I really want to go to like the like Euro Disney. The European ones.
Yeah, and
I would like
there's one in Paris. Is that the one that you're?
Yeah. I think so. I couldn't remember if Disney.
I think there's oh yeah, I just noticed you both have heterochromia. Yeah. Yeah. We both have funny little shapes in our eyes. Both have different colored eyeball.
Yeah. We'd be looking at each other through different eyes.
when I look at her with my eyes.
Yeah. Staring directly at.
There's one in Hong Kong. There's one in Japan, and then Paris, and
there's
then
two in Japan, actually.
Two in Japan?
Yeah, there's Tokyo Disney Sea and there's Tokyo Disneyland, and they're technically connected to each other, but they charge
but they
separate
are different. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Tokyo Disney Sea. I've already bought my tickets. I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
I'm going in like 2 months.
Oh,
2 months?
awesome! I hope you have a good time. I wanna yap about it when you get back. Please do. They have a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride, and I think that one is fantastic.
Yes.
Or 50,000 leagues.
I think it's 20.
20,000.
20 sounds correct.
I think 20. Yeah,
20,
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But that
5. Who knows?
33. 17.
Yeah.
42.
Some amount
like
of leagues under the sea.
A certain amount of leagues under the sea. I really like that one. I think that one's really good. The Little Mermaid, they have a Little Mermaid themed area there too, and it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. It's like, it's not necessarily like the most, there's not thrill rides in it, but it's so good. I haven't been to Tokyo Disneyland simply because it's more in theme with like a smaller Disneyland type of vibe.
Oh yeah.
But I would like to experience it one day. I just haven't had the opportunity to.
It was.
But I think the snacks are
heard
unparalleled.
from my friends who are also Disney adults who go to Japan fairly frequently. I have heard that going to Tokyo Disneyland is kind of like if you go to regular Disneyland, it's the same. It's not like anything too different aside from the food. So if you're like a foodie, then that might be a reason to go. But also the like half day or not half day, but the I guess it's half day. The weekends and evenings tickets are so affordable. So if you are already in Japan anyway, and you just want to do something for an evening, yeah, might as well. So
yeah, the only thing is it. I will say, as somebody who lived in Japan for a little while, it is kind of out of the way of everything else.
Yeah,
like it has its own train line you have to use to get to it and stuff like that. So it's kind of out of the way, but it's worth it 1,010% once you get to Disney. Like it's really fun.
Because I am a Disney enjoyer, I would simply be happy to go to all of them just to just to say that I've done it. But I'm excited for Disney Sea for sure.
I think it's really, really, really nicely themed. Big recommend.
I've seen some of the like footage like this, like walk around footage of it. But some of the architecture looks like so interesting because it's all based off of like American architecture in like certain places. So
yeah, it's super neat, and there's just so many
rope.
No.
Oh my god! It says "do not," and then they just pulled it. That's crazy.
Dangerous. I've never been. I guess the Indiana Jones ride is exclusive to. I think they have it in. I want to say they had it in Tokyo too, but they don't have it at Disney World. I'm pretty sure. Right? I've never been on it.
Don't think it's in Disney World. I don't think so. I like the Indiana Jones ride. It's probably one of the best ones in Disneyland.
Really?
This is my favorite ride. Yeah, the hydraulics go crazy.
Cool.
The Indiana Jones ride is great. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's like fun because of the fact that you are like getting whipped all around the whole time and you confused, scared and confused.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be pretty like action-packed since it's an Indiana Jones ride. You know, there's got to be a lot of like spins and turns and like intrigue. You know.
Oh, Patrick says it's not yet. They're replacing the dinosaur ride with it soon, though. So I guess there's a dinosaur ride in Disney World that they're replacing with it.
There's like a little tiny, it's kind of sad, but there's a little tiny Disney World. Oh, it makes sense because the ride machines, the like actual ride shape is probably is similar. They also have, they also use like this kind of like Jeep adjacent kind of thing. This is so cool though. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they have like a little like dinosaur area, and it's very old.
Okay, Daiya, don't look into the eyes of the idol.
What? Why not? Why not?
Because you're not supposed to look into the eyes of the idol. And
and
now it's all gone wrong.
Oh no! I couldn't help myself. It's like that rope. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to grab it.
Do not look at this thing. Stares directly at it.
I can't help myself.
That's Indy. Whoa, he's gonna save us.
Yeah. It's gonna do it.
You gotta plan around getting to ride this one though. The line is always huge. Yes. This one is like if you're gonna book your, like, what is it called now? Back in my day, they were called fast passes. What are they called now?
Are they not still called fast passes?
Well,
Wait, what?
you have to do it, like, on your phone. It has to be mobile. You can't, like, go up and get a ticket anymore.
That's also fun.
I don't remember what they're called now. But, you book in advance, and then you fast passes get worse and worse every year. Yeah. Yeah. This is true.
I want to go on this one though. It looks so fun.
It's Genie Plus, and it's a paid subscription only. Right.
Ew,
Yeah, you have
what
to get the
heck?
Genie Plus. John Williams is
gross.
going to claim that 4.3 seconds of indie.
Oh yeah, you gotta. Oh
I
wait,
don't
no,
think-
not on the YouTube bot. I hope.
Oh, it's fine. I honestly don't think I have had a monetized YouTube VOD in I don't even know how long. There's
No,
always
that's fine.
something. There's always something.
I miss being on the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance ride. I think that one's pretty cool. That one's pretty neat. There was another one. There used to be, I think. There's so many cool rides though. I really like these like kind of like immersive like track rides.
Yes.
These like four like coasters. My whole thing is that I can't do like flips and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
If I go if there's like if I accelerate too far up too fast, my brain just kind of goes, "Good night." I get so anxious that I start to hyperventilate and I just pass out.
Yeah. I don't like anything that makes me go upside down either. I feel I have minor vertigo, so I'm always a little bit sideways. So the idea of going on a ride that also puts me upside down is so not fun.
Yeah. You're like, I'm already going through it. Why would I put myself through it even more?
Yeah, my life feels like a ride just standing there.
Just existing is a ride.
Yeah.
You do not need to be upside down too.
Exactly. I think that like my favorites in terms of the rides, specifically in Disneyland, because I don't remember like too much about Disney World. But in Disneyland, I really like Soarin' Over California, which is in California Adventure. Because when you're on the Soarin' ride, there's like a part where you fly over like a part of Orange County with all the like orange trees, and then it smells like oranges. Like they have the orange smell in the ride.
Oh yeah, they blast it through the ride. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that Orange County was called Orange County because they have a lot of oranges.
Yeah. That's
Wow, but I
that's
know.
their thing. And then the more you know, there's there's also the Winnie the Pooh ride, which is for babies, but I love it.
Okay, I love the Alice in Wonderland teacups like nobody's
Yeah.
business. I get it. I completely get it.
People may not make time in their busy Disneyland schedule for the Winnie the Pooh ride, but I will always make time for the Winnie the Pooh ride because I love the part where he goes on his funny little acid trip and sees all the shapes and colors.
I've never been on it, but I've always wanted to go. I can't remember if does California also have a tiki room?
Yes.
Oh, good. The tiki room is also really fun. I don't feel like enough people talk about it. I like the tiki
It's
room.
Not as big and interesting as the one in Disney World. It's like they make a point of being like, this is notable, but like in Disneyland,
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one in Disney World is like, it's just like a nice place. Like if it's hot outside, if it's in the middle of like the Florida summer, it's nice to go in there and sit down and relax and just like stare at all the animatronics.
yeah.
It's a feat of engineering that's not super exciting now because the technology is so different, but it's still freaking cool.
I think that there is like, even if it's not the most like advanced in terms of like animatronics, I think that there's still like a charm to like old animatronics.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I Yeah. In fact, I would say like those little tiny like frozen in time moments I think are so cool. Like, you know, technology that's preserved, that's older, is so neat because it does capture like what was advanced at the time.
The best rides in the Florida summer are the ones that drench you with mist. Same with California too. I think that there's a reason why the splash zone rides are like so popular. I have like a very vivid memory. I went to Disneyland with a bunch of VTubers, and we went on specifically the like rapids, the what is it called? Grizzly River Rapids or something like that.
Yeah, that one.
And it was so funny because everybody was complaining about being so hot. And I was like, okay, we'll go on a ride that will cool us down. But by the way, like, it's going to be like, you are going to get soaked, just so you know. And like 4 of them were like, okay, I'll go on it. I don't want to get wet though. And I was like, I don't think you have a choice.
You're just gonna opt out? You're just gonna opt out of it? How does that work exactly?
And then
this is so pretty.
When we walked off the ride, everybody was like soaked and screaming and crying and yelling at me as it was somehow my fault for not warning them or something.
Dang, Teeny. How dare you? How dare you make them wet, Teeny? How dare you? How dare you pour water on their heads? Real rude. Real rude.
I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I controlled the whims of the ocean. Question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
I like these videos because this guy like takes the time to look at all the little things and all the little corners.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. I also feel like, I don't know, like the it's just so like perfectly paced and intentional. It's really nice. There was a part earlier in this like treehouse where there's like a water like effect in there at some point, and like the little thing is like, it's a pulley and it's bringing little water up in like the little bamboo cups, and like staring at it filled me with such a sense of like peace. I was like, this is fantastic. The angles are also really good because you don't catch too many people in it either for being such a busy park. It's like very like just very impressive and very steady camera work too.
I think really this person probably goes on like a Tuesday morning, you know, when it's like when there's not a lot of people and
when it's as dead as possible, I'd imagine, right? Yeah. This is so nice though. I never knew that like this little part existed. This
is the Tarzan's treehouse section.
Oh, that's so cool. I love something like this where there's just like a bunch of things to look at.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be a huge ride.
Yeah. We had tiki restaurant in my town called the Kahiki, but it closed years ago. It is much missed.
Aww. I miss Hawaiian food. I want to eat Hawaiian food. Really bad. I haven't eaten a lot of it, but like there were a good number of Hawaiian restaurants in Japan, and I lived there for many years, or a few years, so I got to eat a lot of really yummy food. I've never been to Hawaii before, but like I miss some of the food, but like Spam and other things like that are so expensive now that it's not like I'm gonna try and cook it myself because I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, this is fair. I am not much of a chef, unfortunately, so I understand.
That's understandable. I'm very like, I like to cook, like I like home cooking, so I just like kind of make food and it ends up yummy. But I don't really like I'm very much like a budget chef. Like,
yes.
Give me the fridge and I'll look in the fridge and I'll make something out of whatever's in there, but I don't really do a lot of like heavy recipes because then you have to buy a lot of ingredients and it gets expensive.
I joke that like once a week I make my weekly slop.
Girl slop.
So it's like curry or soup or chili or like something that I can throw in containers and then just like live off of that for the week. But yesterday somebody sent me a video that I need to watch actually, but it's this guy on TikTok who says that he makes his food his food, and it's like it's similar to like dog food where it's like rice and veggies and like meat and stuff all like put through like a food processor and then like put into containers or whatever. But he calls it his, like, he's like, this is my weekly food, period. It actually, like, it looks very good. Like, it looks like it's just, like, I don't know, like, chicken fried rice with, like, veggies and, like, that kind of stuff just, like, in a container is kind of what it looks like. But I don't know.
Oh, that's... Yeah, that sounds good. It's just when you...
Dog
like,
food was not the comparison that I should have went with.
Yeah, I thought you meant like it gets put in a blender and then it's like a wet paste. And then
no, when you put things into like a food processor, it like chops it up really small and fine as opposed to like squishing it. For lack of a better term.
I've never used the food processor. So
yeah, food processors have like a really like fine blade, so it makes it like just like really little like flakes of food. So yeah, that's what you like. If you have like a big piece of meat, then you put it in the food processor and it becomes like really small pieces.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah.
So it's like an automatic mandolin. I like this concept.
Give me the nutrient paste. Yum. Yummy.
I love the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I don't know why, but for me, you have to say, in reference to the movie, you have to say Caribbean, but everything else is the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as a kid, it's the Pirates of the Caribbean, but then obviously when referencing the area, it's the Caribbean. I don't know why it has to be the Caribbean, though.
I agree. I would agree with that statement.
Put me on that boat. I like this ride. I think my favorites are this ride, and I really love Haunted Mansion is like hands down my favorite. It's overdone, but it's like I know it's overhyped, but it's overhyped because of the fact that it's really good.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess
Caribbean. Caribbean. You gotta hold those beans in your hand the entire ride, and if they get wet, then I don't know, you die at the end or something. Sorry, I couldn't think of something better.
Yes. The punishment where you just die.
Hey. At some point in time, Disney needed a high-stakes thrill ride, and they said, man, we've got to take matters in our own hands. We're starting to run out of ideas. I guess this is the way that we got to handle it, you know?
Hi, Teeny and Daiya.
Hi. Hiya.
You said that you've never been to Disneyland?
Never been to Disneyland.
Okay, on the side where the buildings are, like the bright buildings, that's a whole restaurant. So you can it's called the Blue Bayou restaurant, and you can go and sit there and dine and like listen to the little lagoon sounds, and it's really nice.
I want to go. I want to eat at the Blue Lagoon food thing place.
Yeah, and get your food, your weekly food.
Yeah, and get my weekly food. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I am a huge fan of making like girl slop. Yeah. Where it's just like if you made like essentially like a chicken stew.
Okay.
But with more noodles than soup, so it makes like a sludge.
God, she's just like me for real.
It's like chicken eggs. Like it's like chicken egg pasta, but with like a little bit of broth.
Okay, before
but the broth is absorbed by the noodles, so there's there's soup at the bottom, but there's so little soup and there's so much pasta and chicken.
Before me saying like hee hee gamble horse was like me just flirting with you, but I think that we're actually in love right now at this moment.
I think once you know, sometimes you just gotta bond over girl sludge, you know?
Weekly slop. So good. Girl sludge with a serving of nutrient ball.
I want nothing more in this world than to have a freeze dryer. I want to be able to freeze dry things because I feel like I could do so much with that. I feel like I could do so much with that. I want to freeze dry meat.
Just two girls on their girl sludge date as they're watched by onlookers.
Girl, welcome to the girl sludge experience.
Yeah. I love just plate of goop. So good. My sister has a freeze dryer, and she freeze dries like lemons for me, and I put them in a jar, and I like put them in my tea, and it's really, really nice. Like just slices of lemons, and it just like lasts longer than if I were to just keep a lemon. But whenever I go over to her place, she has like freeze dried like ice cream sandwiches and stuff like that.
Yum candies!
It's so
I love freeze-dried
yummy.
candies. They're so good. They have the perfect crunch. I was really excited because I really like the taste and the texture of like a freeze-dried marshmallow. Biting into it is what I imagine biting into chalk tastes like.
Yeah.
So once I ordered imported chalk from Russia. It was marked as being edible because I wanted to see what it was like to eat chalk. And then I ate the aforementioned chalk, and it did not taste like the freeze-dried marshmallows like I had hoped. It was absolutely horrible. Unsurprisingly, it was awful. To the surprise of no one, it was bad.
That's so funny.
So I experienced hell for a brief period of time for no good reason. So
I support #girl sludge. Get you a girl who wants to eat chalk so badly that she orders Russian chalk off the internet.
It arrived to me in like a, so I ordered it off of Amazon, but I ordered it and then it came in the like Amazon bag, and I opened it up. The inside of it was a paper bag that was stapled shut.
Why? That's so
and it
funny.
It had two huge like rectangular bricks of chalk in them.
And you ate that? You're crazy.
Yeah, and I ate it. I ate half of one of the sticks. It was not yummy.
It was wild.
Bad. It was really bad.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that may be really stupid, so I apologize for the question, but what is chalk made of?
It's like minerals and stuff, isn't it? What is chalk?
Me when I ask what curry is made of, and it's just made of curry.
Calcium carbonate,
same energy.
clay, quartz, and other minerals.
Oh.
Yeah. So mostly rocks. Mostly made out of calcium and rocks.
Teeny. No, don't teeny me. Don't do that.
maybe a little teenying as a treat. maybe a little bit.
It's a soft, white, porous, sedimentary carbonate rock.
Yeah. Don't you ever have the overwhelming urge to shovel rocks directly into your mouth? No?
Depends on the rocks. Like aquarium rocks for sure, because they look like fruity pebbles.
Oh my god, aquarium gravel. They make chocolate rocks, and I'm so thankful for it, because otherwise I would be shoveling aquarium gravel into my mouth. I cannot be trusted. I can't. My only complaint about the rock chocolates is that they are not as highly like neon pigmented as the actual like aquarium rocks. They're like very I googled it once. I actually asked Mama Fortuna before I googled it. I asked Mama Fortuna if it was theoretically possible for me to eat a Himalayan rock salt lamp.
Yeah.
Because I was curious. Fun fact,
Yeah.
if you eat that much salt because it's not like refined, you will die from dehydration.
That makes sense.
But you can lick it. That's fine.
There
Just
was
a little lick is great.
a long time ago, one of my mods ordered on Throne. Clover, one of my group mates, ordered Clover this Himalayan salt lick for horses.
Oh, wow.
And Clover didn't know what to do with it, and so just brought it back to his home. And so when I went to visit everybody for like TwitchCon and to do Disneyland and stuff, I was instantly offered the horse salt lick because I am a horse.
They're horse.
And I told them that I couldn't bring it back to Canada and that it would be like against travel rules. That's not true. I just didn't want to bring home the horse lick. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't bring that through customs, actually.
Honestly,
it was a lie.
That's kind of genius, though. I don't know if you should be saying this.
Yeah.
With it, being a secret, but dang.
It's okay.
Honestly, though, that's like it's salt, so wouldn't it be heavy since it's a mineral?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be quite difficult to bring back home?
Also, like, what would I do with it? Like, which is the same problem that Clover had, where they received this thing in the mail and then said, "What?" And they didn't know what to do with it.
I'm like, thanks.
The salt police will catch you. Not today, because I'm in Canada.
You escaped. I wonder if you can take like a cheese grater and just kind of grate it against the salt lick and just kind of put that on your food. You know what I mean? Do you have to like take out like an ice pick and just like ice pick some chunks of rock salt off onto your food? It's
like when the waiter comes by with the fresh pepper, it's like the would you like some fresh Himalayan horse salt lick?
They just bring out like a jackhammer to like jackhammer the Himalayan salt rock in half.
Yummy.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Hey, let me know when.
I was gonna say, there's nothing funnier than making direct eye contact with the waiter or waitress while being told, "Let me know when," as they grate the cheese over the top of your food, and you just wait. You just wait.
Oh, so silly. Would you like to pause space-time and try to see if it is back in operable?
Oh, if it's operational, yeah, let's try it.
I think it should be. I think
same password.
Yep.
Awesome.
Let me just set it up.
Let me see if it's fixed, collected, disconnected. Why?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it connected. Yee-wee!
Oh.
I'm in.
I think it's so funny that it was like just in time for the collab to start.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but Tuesday at the same time every week Steam does its weekly maintenance. Yeah. Which means that for a brief period of time, any like collab functions and stuff aren't operational. I was like, oh, oopie.
Okay, let me make it so that I can computer enhance.
Zoom. Zoom enhance, zoom.
This might be biased, but I
get over here.
Need to see your very large booba.
Okay, it's okay. I'm sure everyone would like to see that.
Daiya has finally been cured of the mummy's curse. Yeah, that's what happened. You looked into the eyes of the idol, and then...
Oh, yeah, and it messed up the... Yeah, that's why I was... Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I got relegated to the 140p PNG zone.
Computer, enhance the titties.
Yeah, zoom. Zoom.
So
I'd love to say that I am not a little degenerate, but hey, we've all been there. We've all played a video game. We've all been like, whoa,
Yes.
It happened. It's normal.
Okay, we were gonna talk about CD-ROM games. So lately you've been streaming like vintage games, but not the normal vintage games.
Yeah. So I recently finished up a series of games from around 2006 called Starshine Legacy, and they're horse girl racing games. Coincidentally, I met Teeny around the same time that we started playing those games. Like around maybe around like the middle of them. Like Teeny popped up and I was like, whoa. I was like, she's horse. I don't know why. I just thought it was really funny, and so that's like how I started interacting with you on Twitter. And so I've been playing like these horse girl games, and they're crazy. But the reason why was because I went to a resale shop. I went to like a thrift store and just was looking for, my new hobby has been going to thrift stores and looking for old CD-ROM games and just grabbing up whichever ones I can get for like $2 or $3.
I love
and
that.
I just buy whichever ones I can grab for cheap. And then I just play them with my monmons and we just experience it. And it's really fun and silly. I really like it a lot.
Have you had like a favorite CD-ROM game that you've played thus far?
Oh, stuttered for a second.
Oh.
We're good. But yeah, like sometimes you find a hidden gem. I was worried that like Discord had like dropped or something like that.
Oh.
It does that more often than I care to admit.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite CD-ROM game that you've played so far?
Honestly, I really liked those ones. I started playing these games because there was a game from my childhood I really wanted to play. Do you know like the Jumpstart education games?
I think so.
They were like little like edutainment games for kids.
Yes.
That would like teach you math and English and history and stuff.
Edutainment.
Edutainment, yeah. So there's a series of those games that are called like the Jumpstart Adventures.
Okay.
And I went crazy because I woke up one morning in like September or October, a few months after debut, and I had a dream about a video game I played as a kid. And I was like, what is this game? Like, in my brain was like, oh, it's a Jumpstart game. And I could not remember for the life of me which game it was. So I went all over. I went like crazy looking for it online, and I finally found it. It's called Jumpstart 4th Grade Haunted Island.
Oh.
And it's like a math game, but it's like scary, spooky themed. And it was released in 1997 or 1998. And then was quickly changed to a different game. It was like Island Adventure or something like that. Because they marked it as being too scary for kids.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's such a crazy fun game. It's so wild. And so like that's what kind of kicked it all off, and I just started like going around and like seeing if I could find other just like random games to play. And yeah, it's been really fun ever since. Do you play a lot of CD-ROM games? Or do you have any from like your childhood that are like nostalgic for you?
I have like a few that I would love to be able to find, but genuinely like it's I don't know if I'll ever be able to find them because they were like CD-ROM games that were tucked into cereal boxes as like promotional things, or you know what I mean, like McDonald's like toys, but they were CD-ROM games or whatever. So I'm not sure I'll ever be able to find them. But there was this like one Lizzie McGuire game that I remember very like vividly, but I don't remember what it was called. I would also love to be able to play again. I don't know if it was a CD-ROM game. It might have just been.
Was it the ones from like the kids meal releases from 2004? And the little paper sleeves?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm. Okay, cool. I can send you them. if you want to play them digitally, whether if you want to use an emulator, if you want to use them actually, like if you actually want them. I found them on eBay, but I can also send you. I think I can find ISOs for them if that's something that you're interested in.
Oh my god, my fairy godmother.
Sorry, my favorite thing is to do this now. Yep, I got it. Here you go.
That's
Give me a second. Let me send
so funny. Oh my god.
I don't know if this is the exact one, but I found one of them.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, specifically Lizzie McGuire one. But then also I don't know if it was a CD-ROM game or if it was just like I'm confusing it because it was in that era. But there was oh god, the Disney like magic paint studio.
Oh yeah, that one.
Was it a CD-ROM? I don't know.
There's also I think there was like a I don't know. I'll look into it. I can research. I found 2 of them. I think there's a few more of them on that website if you just look around.
Oh my god.
But there's also this fashion one too. Here you go. Let me send you 3 of the Lizzie McGuire games. One of these has surely one of the I've gotten really really good at doing these kinds of things because I've been doing this pretty consistently lately, and it's now my little brain worm is like finding games that have been like lost in media.
So fast. I'm like so shocked.
Here you go. I love like historical preservation of video games. I think it's really fun and really cool and really interesting. Let me see if I can find that Magic Paint Disney one too.
Oh my god.
This is my Magic Paint Magic Artist Studio, maybe? Was it this one?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
it's this
so.
one. 1999 CD-ROM game featuring Mickey Mouse and his friends. Ooh, this eyeball stamp is so good. Oh, I'm a big fan of this. I might need to play this too. But boom, got it.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm impressed and also alarmed at your speed at which you found these things. I feel like the Disney Magic Artist Studio would be pretty quick to find because I think that specifically because it wasn't really like a game. It was like a program. Like it was like a
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's so many different places that you can find it. Because there's a lot of like lost media archives and things like that for it.
Well, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Of course. Sorry, you brought it up,
okay.
and it's one of those things that I love nothing more than talking about like, oh man, this thing is really nostalgic for me. I haven't seen it in so long, and then me like I love to go and find them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, the beignet ears are pretty cute.
I have them and they actually smell like donut powdered sugar.
Gotta be kidding me.
It's so good.
Oh my god. I love that they sell Café du Monde beignet mix in here. I finally got to go to Café du Monde for the first time, and their like beignets are like super famous in like NOLA in New Orleans, and oh my god, they're so good. They're so good. Oh my gosh, I thought it was kind of like it's a tourist thing. No, they're so good. Oh my god.
There's
Just thinking about them makes me hungry.
there's like a couple food items that I love specifically in this area of Disneyland. I have a very vivid memory of the last time we went for breakfast. We had the main reason why we went to Disneyland at all was because it was like around Halloween, and so they had all the Halloween food items.
Ooh, okay.
And they had a spiked pickle lemonade. So it was like pickle juice, pickle spear, lemonade, and vodka.
Oh yeah. See,
And
my issue is that now that alcohol is allowed in the parks, it's such a danger for me because like I'm not going to be drunk and disorderly at Disney. But it's kind of appealing.
Yeah.
The idea of getting drunk at Disney. You know what I want to do so badly? I want to drink my way through Epcot one day. I want to go and drink my way through Epcot and do a drink at every single country.
Yeah.
Because I see people do it all the time, and I've never done it before. Because the last time that I was at Disney, I went to a Disney. I wasn't able to drink legally.
Girl, I would be plastered by the third country.
That's my thing, is that I am a lightweight, so I would not be doing very well. But I'm gonna try. Like I might be passed out by the time that we get to like Mexico. But like,
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like 4 countries in, I'm gonna be on the floor, you know. But that's
Hi,
fine.
Barton. Welcome in.
It'll be fun, silly, goofy, and that's what matters.
The spiked pickle lemonade was like so crazy because it was like a health potion. It was like the something about the pickle juice with the lemonade. Like it was so good, and it was so funny because I was there with a bunch of VTubers, and one of them was Maya, and Maya was like eating a burger, and then she was like, "You guys, I don't even feel it." Drops her whole burger like all over the table.
Oh no. Oh
so
no.
Funny. It was so silly. It was a really good food trip specifically because I like wanted to try all of the different Halloween snacks. And they had some really. Oh my god, wait, did you see that? There was like a ghost horse.
Yeah. So they set up the carriage horses, like harnesses and everything like that, to make it look like it's floating in air.
Yeah.
We're getting toward Haunted Mansion.
You love Haunted Mansion.
I love Haunted Mansion. I hear grim grinning ghosts and I just kind of lose it a little bit. I go crazy. I lose my mind a little bit.
One of the food items that I wanted to try was the bride and groom churro that was right outside of Haunted Mansion, because it came with like a love's first kiss jam thing that you could dip it in, and it was so good.
That sounds fantastic. That sounds so good. Sounds so good. Oh my gosh.
I always forget that they stick you in the little room first.
Yeah, I love when they stick you in the little room.
Corral you into a small space for a minute.
Yeah, I've only been to Disney World twice, but both times I go in on the Haunted Mansion like 3 times each trip. Because I'm normal, and every time I'm like expecting either the ceiling to drop down and crush us, or like the walls to start closing in for some reason. Every time you get brought into this, like the first room, I'm like, okay, so when am I getting like are we gonna get squished? Are we gonna get crushed? Like what's happening? And then you get brought into the other room and the walls start stretching. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine, that's cool.
I think you have a vision in your mind of the horrible things that are going to happen at a theme park, and they simply just that's not a thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've watched too many video essays on like both the good and bad parts of amusement parks, and it's kind of warping my experience.
Resident Evil 1 style room where you almost get crushed by the ceiling.
Yeah, I played Resident Evil 1, and there's a part where like the ceiling just drops down and nearly crushes you.
What do you mean? I went to Disney and they ground me to a paste like in the food processor that you make your food in.
Yeah, don't you know?
It's okay. It just means that the next time I go to Disneyland, I will rope you into going with me, and then I will say, "Don't worry, kitten. I will protect you from the scary amusement park rooms that crush you to death."
As I'm sitting there, you're just like, man, this is such a fun time. As I'm slowly whispering in your ears, it's gonna crush us. It's gonna come down from the ceiling. There's gonna be hands. They're gonna reach out. I'm like delusion, like full like delusion, like basking in the corner.
Oh, hello, Raiders. Welcome. Oh, hi, Raiders. Welcome. Hi, Wolf. Thank you for the raid.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome in. We're just yapping about how Daiya is afraid of amusement parks.
Yeah, I love amusement parks, but I'm also mildly scared of them. Mostly because I'm scared of roller coasters.
Welcome in. To anyone who may be new, hi, my name is Teeny. I'm a horse. I'm hanging out with Daiya, and we are walking around Disneyland.
It's like the best. It's like all of the best parts of walking around an amusement park without having to worry about how loud and crowded and noisy it is.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So true. Daiya's soul left her body for a second. Me when I say to the beautiful girl beside me, "Don't worry, kitten, I will protect you," and then she explodes.
I was like, oh, yeah. That's one one fear.
Gamble horse. Gamble horse.
Gamble horse. I live in a perpetual state of fear that I'm going to as I approach, because the moving sidewalk on here, I'm assuming it's the same where you have to move on the moving sidewalk to get to your right. I'm always scared that when I step onto the moving sidewalk, they're gonna speed it up or slow it down, and I'm gonna miss my getting into the into the ride. For some reason.
Walking on the moving walkway at the airport and just absolutely eating shit, stepping off of it because I forgot that the room isn't moving with me.
Moving with you? Yeah. Oh my god. Every time I feel the need to run and jump into. They don't want you to do that.
No.
They really don't want you to do that, but I feel like I need to run and jump into the freaking.
Yeah. Gotta match the acceleration, right?
I'm I gotta partake in a brisk walking pace.
This is my first time seeing Daiya. I need to go back and watch her stuff later. Do you want to introduce yourself and your content to the people that just came in?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can do that. Hiya. My name is Daiya Fortuna, Pixeling Second Generation Pixel Chronicle. I'm your always sometimes lucky card dealer. I stream on YouTube, and I specialize in mostly retro and horror game content, and I do a bunch of weird hand cam stuff. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for letting me
weird hand cam stuff.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day we made chocolates, but they came out a little weird, so they ended up looking like meat.
Yummy.
Yummy. They were really good. They tasted really good, but I did accidentally make meat. So, one of my many skills. I should put that on my resume.
Yeah. Can turn chocolate into mystery meat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Water to wine, chocolate to meat.
We recommend the Starshine Legacy streams, to the people who are here that perhaps like horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should like horses. And Monmons, you better be liking horses. You better
if
be
either of you
me.
get a Gamer Subs flavor, I hope it's Girl Sludge. I'm an advanced GG partner, so I can put in a word with the big boss. I don't think that they'll want that, but...
Yeah, please send them a lovely email of hello, advanced GG people who I am partnered with. Please. Give me the sludge.
Code Teeny on Girl Sludge. Smiley face. Sorry, I don't like horses. Don't tell Teeny.
Whoa.
Girl,
Whoa.
You mod here.
Dang, the truth comes out. Betrayed. Can't believe this.
Surprisingly, not the mod that purchased the Salt Lick. Ground beef candy. Yummy.
Yummy. Part of a well-balanced breakfast. I am still always amazed by the floating, the ball.
The ball.
It looks so good.
Floating balls.
So good. Floating ball. Always look good. Stay on the ball.
Thank you guys for the follows over on Twitch and on YouTube, by the way. Thank you. I stream primarily Well, that's not even true. I multi-stream everything, but the bulk of my things that are happening are over on Twitch. So if you are watching on YouTube, I do schedule like majority of my streams to YouTube, but sometimes there's like some outlier Twitch specific stuff. So if you want to make your way over to Twitch, that's where the bulk of my content happens.
What she said. What she said.
I'm really grateful that you could spend some time with me today to hang out.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm having a really good time. It's so fun. I'm like having such a great time just yapping and staring at the screen.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
it's like
saying.
a baby sensory video for me. I'm like clapping my little hands, my dumb little baby hands, and talking about rocks. It's like,
I love to eat rocks. Look at the Haunted Mansion.
Eating rocks and sludge. Holding hands and eating rocks and sludge at the Haunted Mansion.
At Disneyland, so true.
At Disneyland.
I think that if I could, like, I don't know, wish for any ride at Disneyland, if they could just make a ride for like a franchise that I liked, it would be like either Atlantis. I loved Atlantis a lot.
Oh my God, Atlantis is so good.
Even if they just had like a face character that was Keto walking around, like that would be enough for me, you know.
Yeah, just acknowledge, you know. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Let me turn around and look at my wall of VHS tapes. I don't know. There's like not a lot for some of the like oldies, like the Black Cauldron, and like
yeah,
you know,
Black Cauldron would go crazy.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they could expand on the like classics part of Fantasyland where they have all the little storybook rides.
All I want is I don't think they have it right now, but all I want is Epcot to have the bell tower from Notre Dame.
Now that
like,
we
just
are at the hour and a half mark, we can barely see the video. You two are too big. That's okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to be looking at cute girls.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's cute girl time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Disney is just there as the catalyst to spend time with cute girls.
Yeah. It's for the ambiance, but like you gotta know what's really important. It's not the backs of these random people's heads. It's us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are. Yeah, I don't know. I just want like at some point in time, I just want to hear some part of Hunchback soundtrack like playing at the parks, and I would be happy. You know?
Yeah.
Like Notre Dame, I know is probably not going to get a lot of representation because of like it being super intense subject matter. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
I get it. But like, I would love in France to hear at Epcot. I would love to hear it. Like, just hear it. Like, please, just the instrumentals. Please, a crumb, please. I'm begging.
Oh, I'm just gonna mute myself for 1 second.
No worries. I'm gonna yap then. Wow. This is really cool. The crystal ball. I want to touch it. I wish to poke it. Oh. That's fine. We'll stare at it. We're staring directly at it. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty glowy, huh? Bar and grill blaring like fire, grill fire, this fire in my stove. Yeah, but when I asked the crystal ball, when is the inevitable heat death of the universe? Or what the winning lottery numbers are. Actually, change my mind. I don't want to know about the heat death of the universe. I want to know about what the winning lottery numbers are. Yeah. A gal's gotta make money somehow, you know? The Hellfire Grilled Burgers. Wait, you two aren't yappers by any chance? Whoa. I've got something to tell you. It might be a little embarrassing, but I'm kind of shy. I don't really talk that much. I'm kind of shy. I don't really talk that much. I feel pretty. I'm having a lot of fun, but like, normally this is like a really big thing for me. I'm challenging myself and I'm challenging my boundaries of like being able to talk, because I'm like not really somebody who talks a lot. I'm just kind of, kind of shy. I don't, I'm just a wallflower. I don't really talk or like like to share my hyper niche interests or like talk about old CD-ROM video games from like the late 90s or like crazy. Or like talk about old anime or like I don't know. That'd be weird. That'd be kind of embarrassing, huh? She's so shy, guys. She's quiet on streams. Yeah, so quiet, so demure, or whatever. It's the most I've heard Daiya speak ever. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
Why did the video pause?
I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, okay. It's very important business.
Apparently,
okay, we could.
When I take my headphones off, everything like stops playing.
Well, that's crazy. That's wild. I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
like
high
super
tech,
perceptive,
but also I don't want it to do that.
Yeah. Oh, the little tiny Madame Leota. Madame Leota. So cute. I dig it.
Little and small.
Little and
just
small.
For our eyes only.
Our eyes only. Yep. No one else is looking. Oh, because it's blocked by the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. The little birds.
She's so shy, guys. She's so quiet on streams.
I'm so quiet. Yeah. I would never talk about how completely safe your uranium glassware is. You can eat off of uranium glass. You can do it. You just shouldn't be like licking it a bunch. Or chew on it. I get upset at me because
really funny.
Tell me. What's the haps?
I had these cups that were from McDonald's. Back when McDonald's used to, I don't know, I feel like places don't just like give you things anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
now you gotta steal them. It's like, what a bummer,
It's like what's that about? Now I have to commit theft.
Right?
Anyway,
My God.
There were these cups that were like, they had some for the Olympics, and then they had like a couple other different, like, they were just like glassware, collectible glassware or whatever. They had this one series that was the Shrek series. And I had these Shrek McDonald's glassware for a very long time. And it turns out that they were recalled shortly after they were produced for having cadmium in the paint or something. So it wasn't lead, but it wasn't good either. I had these cups for like years. And there was a moment where I was a little silly, goofy, tipsy, and I went on an extensive deep dive on if consuming like larger amounts of cadmium in your diet would cause any kind of mental illness.
And it will. I mean, not really, but it'll cause like lots of things like nausea and stuff like that. And if you inhale it, you can have flu-like symptoms, chest pain, coughing, shortness of breath, pulmonary edema, and blood clots.
Yeah.
I don't think you consumed enough of it, though. I think you would have had to like literally like take a little chisel and peel all of the paint off and then stick it in your mouth and swallow it.
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
I do think it was funny, though, that I was going through like a week of my life where my doctor was like, do you want to like go through with getting like an autism diagnosis? And then I was like Googling if like maybe I had autism because of the
Oh
cadmium in the
because
Shrek cups from McDonald's?
It's because of the fucking Shrek cups. That's the reason why. That's why it's happened. That's why things are the way they are. It's because of those gosh darn diddly dang heck dang cups.
Yeah. Turns out, probably not the case, but it was definitely a funny little evening I had.
Probably not, but I would love to have a shirt that says the 2007 promotional McDonald's glassware Shrek cups gave me autism.
And all I got was this stupid t-shirt.
This stupid t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I did look them up to see what they looked like. They were released in 2007, if they're the ones I'm thinking of.
Yup, probably, yeah.
They got
so
like the
funny.
Babies, and they've got Fiona and everybody on them, and they're like colorful. Yeah.
I remember very explicitly because I always wanted to use the Fiona one, and when my friends used the Fiona one, I would get really upset.
But was it a situation of like, oh, but the teeny parents say you have to because
Yeah,
like
it's
guests
like
are over, so they get to pick the cup.
Yeah, basically, pretty much.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like when
Yeah.
you're, I don't know, when you're playing mermaids with your friends and you're like, oh, let's play mermaids, but my superpower is that I can swim really fast, and then someone swims faster than you, and you're like, what the hell, man? My superpower is
Yeah, and
that
you're like,
I can swim really fast.
My magical mermaid power is that I can swim the fastest in the entire 7 seas, and all of a sudden you're swimming faster than me? I don't think so.
What is that about?
I don't think so. I don't think you understand how the power scaling works. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it would have been funny as a story. How did you discover your diagnosis? So back in 2007, I had these McDonald's Shrek cups.
It would be a fantastic lead-in. I think every time you go to the doctor and explain your medical history, you just should start.
Actually, we were talking about like how like before stream we were talking about clips and like getting like clips edited. Maybe I should get a edited clip of, so back in the day when I had a Shrek cup from McDonald's in 2007.
I think you should just do like a little story time and then record that and then post it, because that would be fantastic.
Perfect.
Put some like effects, get some, some photos of the cups and just put those on there for reference. Where are we?
So in Disneyland, there's a lot of little like extra little side hallways and things that you can just walk through that are like just scenic like pathways and things. And not a lot of people go through them.
It's a bummer because it's super neat.
I think
this is reminding me of Pirates of the Caribbean, so I was confused.
Yeah, I think it's things that are like not super like in your face, so it's kind of only if you go to Disney often you would like see these little spots.
Yeah, just fun little novelty places to look at things. Disney Sea has a lot of those. It's like mostly like walking around and looking at like the different little hidden hidey places, I think, more so than like there's not as many rides, I would say.
They made a bunch. I had some Snoopy ones. I had no idea how bad they were until Teeny told me a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Thank gosh, Teeny, for saving Teeny Dachis from a fate of cadmium poisoning.
Yeah, so just by the way, if you happen to have any of the Olympic and or Shrek and or Snoopy glasses from McDonald's in the early 2000s, you should probably get rid of them.
Yeah, or just, I don't know, put them behind glass. Put them in a vacuum sealed bag. Sink them to the bottom of the ocean.
So funny that like because of the fact that the internet was like still pretty bare bones at that time, like if there was a recall for something, like how did people get that information? Like it was literally years later that I found out that they were recalled. So like I wonder how like how I would have known in a situation. If you were to like plot me in the early 2000s, I don't know if I would be very aware of my world around me.
I feel it. I don't like I was a wee little one at that point. I don't feel like I would have had the object permanence.
Newspapers, radio, so true.
back in the day when you still had those little like plastic boxes that had like the little newspapers you could go up to and like put your little coins in and get your newspaper.
Those still exist, Daiya.
I'm sure they do. They're just like not like widely like existent, are they? Wait, how long has it been since I was last outside? Actually, I don't want to know the answer to that question. No, seriously, I don't remember. It's been a little while.
Like,
it's been like 4 days.
I mean, the internet existed back then. My first MMO was 1999. This is true, but I mean, like, I feel like the internet, in terms of like sharing news, was more limited. You know, you had like Facebook,
yeah,
MSN Messenger. Like, there wasn't like a lot of like worldwide news source sharing at that point.
Yeah, there was like AIM and
AOL
and
back in my day, other
things like that.
Unfortunately, I am old.
I cannot deny it any longer. Might be a little old, and that's okay.
However, my personality is too cutesy, hee silly, goofy, so no one dare call me a hag. But you know, unfortunately, I am. Yeah, I just love joy and whimsy too much. So that's good, because no one is the wiser that I am.
Yeah,
older.
But I like goofy maxing.
I had this goofy max. Yeah, because we're in Disneyland.
Yeah.
I had this conversation actually the other day with somebody that I thought was like really interesting. But like, do you remember what your first video game was?
Yeah. Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy. And I took my mom's Game Boy, and I commandeered it. It was sitting on top of the fridge because she won it in like a lottery and just never like played with it. So I got to commandeer it and I played it, and I was so little that I literally could not I couldn't play it. I couldn't save. I didn't know how to do anything because I couldn't read. So I was just pressing buttons.
I was thinking about it, and I think that my first video game was probably Kirby Air Ride for the GameCube.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember visiting my mom, who was staying in like a hotel, and in the hotel they had like a GameCube that you could like use / rent for the duration of your stay, and they had a couple games, and Kirby Air Ride was, I guess, the one that I decided to pick up. But I don't know. I feel like there's so much old media that I consumed because of like being in like a low-income family. So I feel like I remember things, and like the media that I consumed was older than I was. So I feel like I relate more to the people that are older than me than I do to people that are younger.
I feel it. So like I wasn't around when like, for example, like Pokemon Yellow came out, right? But like there's a bunch of things that like I gravitated towards because I found them in like, I spent a lot of like my time as a kid growing up, like a lot of the things that I received as gifts and like a lot of the things that I like bought with my pocket money came from secondhand stores. And so they were older, right? Because I think especially if you're like lower income, like that's pretty standard, is like growing up in a place where like everything you own has been owned by somebody else. Whether that's hand-me-downs from siblings or like going to shops that are like resale to make things cheaper. And so like I definitely like gravitated towards like games that are like older in nature because they were easier to get my hands on and things like that. Which now is ironic because now a lot of times retro and vintage games are much more expensive and harder to find. Yeah. But I've always been fascinated with them for that reason, I think.
Do you remember getting game demos from discs and magazines? Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah,
I don't think I ever did. I don't think I ever played them. Like anything like that.
Released like a short on YouTube recently that was actually talking about whether or not my parents know that I'm a VTuber. And yes, my mom actively watches my streams. And she was more of a gamer than me for a really long time, and she used to ask me to make dinner while she would like raid in World of Warcraft, and like that was back when the expansions you had to buy on disc so that you could
took a long while to download, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I remember the cereal box CDs. Yeah. Daiya found me the Lizzie McGuire one that I talk about sometimes, which is crazy. You found it so fast.
There's like a Pokemon CD-ROM mini that I need to look into. I think it was a CD-ROM mini set of Pokemon. Yeah, it's this one. It's the CD-ROM like gotta learn them all thing, but it was it's a weird shape because instead of being like a mini CD-ROM that's like circular, it's like flat on two sides. They're so strange. I
believe Pokemon Yellow is the first one I remember playing. I wasn't allowed to play games, but my friend brought his Game Boy Color to school so I could play it. Oh, cute.
Aww.
So cute. Yeah, I think that it was Kirby Air Ride for me, and then the Lizzie McGuire CD-ROM. But I don't think I really played much in terms of like video games. I played a lot of like computer games. I don't know. I feel like there's a difference. Like back then, there was like a difference.
Because the level of like production quality was very different. Like I think the first game that I ever owned and like played myself, like I have memories of my mom helping me play Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex for the PS1 when I was like baby, like little tiny. Because my mom was also a gamer. My parents were both gamers actually, and she had a PS1 in like the back like bedroom.
Yeah.
And I would like sneak in there and I would play, and sometimes she would like give me the like when I was really little, she would like give me the controller to like play with and chew on.
Awesome.
But like the first one that I ever had that was like my game that I played was Pokemon Ruby for the Game Boy Advance. So, and I agree, like I was a big Nintendo
or was that too high tech level for your age at the time? I don't recall that. But I also did not get my hands onto like my own console until probably like 2010 because I was like a low income family. So there were games that I played at friends' houses. There were like computer games. Like I played. The reason why I was like losing my mind over you playing this horse CD-ROM series was because I very explicitly remember playing this one online horse game that was called it was called Horse, but it was spelled HOWRSE, and it was like it was like a forum based breeding horses, trading horses game.
I've got good news for you. I think it's still up. I know it's a mobile game now.
It is.
Hey,
yeah.
So what I'm asking is, when are we gonna play it? Is it like is it something you can play like on stream? Is it something that like would be entertaining to play on stream? I'm so intrigued now.
I don't know, but we could try.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gaming aspects right now. I think you can care for your horse.
Yeah.
Horse.
It's not like the thing about it was that it was because it was like a forum-based game. It's not like riveting gameplay.
Oh, okay, so it's just gonna be me typing like pee pee poo poo on like boards over and over and over again to like a forum in order to get like coins.
But if it's a mobile game now, they might have changed it. Like it might actually have some gameplay aspect to it.
I hope.
I remember that one, and then one that doesn't exist anymore, but I think some people have preserved it, is Belisara, which was like a horse.
I used to have the Belisara trading cards and the Belisara little horses. I got like the little mini Belisara horses, the little felted like flocked ones, the little mini horses. I had like one or two of them because I bought them in like the little plastic packs from time to time. I had like maybe one pack of them, and then I had like one pack of the cards. But I remember like the fuzzy flocked miniatures with like the little like fairy wings and stuff.
Smooches your face all over. I'm so blessed.
I've been brought back to a period of time that I forgot that I was privy to. It's crazy. I keep accidentally unlocking old memories of things that I thought I did not remember.
Yeah, I had the TCG, and sometimes I talk about Horse Girl TCG, and then my community is like, "Okay, let's get you to bed, Grandma." But I'm like, "No, you guys don't understand. It was so good."
It was like carried in Walmarts and stuff like that. Like it was pretty like. Belisara TCG. When did it like start running? You can still buy packs. I'm so intrigued to know how much are packs right now. I want to rip packs of Belisara. Never mind. Ooh, wait. Okay, this one is like 4 sets of unopened Moon Fairy's treasures, unopened for $224.
That's like the same cost as Pokemon. That's not so bad.
That's not that bad. Prismatic Evolutions has been all over the place lately, so it's like pretty much the same.
I got the Sylveon EX like secret illustration rare out of my pulls. And I sent it for grading, and it came back as a 9.5, and I want to die.
Oh my god! I haven't gotten to pull any of. I haven't gotten to rip any packs on Prismatic, and I'm really pissed about it because of the fact that everybody has been buying them up so fast. So I'm like waiting until they start re-releasing more of them. But I swear to God, if the set that's currently being released in JP, the like Trainer Buddy set, if that set I don't get my hands on a like at least 2 boxes, I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm heartbroken over Prismatic, but I need
They're
packs.
gonna do another. They'll do another run of Prismatic because they had said that they received the feedback that there was not enough quantity that stores and other places were like allotted. So they will do another run of Prismatic. So I think you will be able to get your hands on it at some point. But
one day.
I work at a place where we sell it, and we had a line of 80 people when we had restock. Yeah, I was waiting in line. So like, I live in Canada. It's cold. I was waiting in line for the Prismatic drop. It was like we were all playing car chicken. Like we were all sitting in our cars. Like nobody wanted to get out because the minute one person gets out, then everybody has to get out, and then we all have to stand out in the cold. But I waited in -20 for 30 minutes outside, which is...
My God. That's dedication right there. Scary dedication. I would be too! I would have frozen! I'd have been an ice cube!
-20 is crazy.
And ice cube!
You know what's even crazier? It's -35 today. -40 is where Celsius and Fahrenheit converge.
You wanted to open the window. You wanted to open the window.
It's hot in my apartment.
You wanted to open the window. You thought it was a good idea to open the window.
Yeah, it's frozen shut, so it doesn't matter.
Teeny, please be safe.
Please
be safe.
I do think it's funny when I do go to America, like when we were there for the Halloween like event stuff. I was like walking around in like a little skirt, little crop shirt, and I was like, wow, it's so nice, California, and everybody was like in sweaters and like light jackets and stuff, and they were like, it's cold, and I was like, you guys are crazy.
It's just a difference in locale, you know, difference in temperature and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is funny. I feel like California is like the kind of place where like it gets to be like under like 60 degrees and they're like, it's cold.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. I don't understand.
Like, it could be like 20 degrees Celsius and they're like, ah.
Minus 52 is warm? What are you saying? Not everyone has a thick horse hide like you, Teeny. Oh. My bee, sorry. Just assumed.
Oop. Hey,
well,
you know, not everyone can survive the elements, and that's okay.
No.
I can't. I'm sure those are like maps or something like that are like wrapped on these piles of coins, but my brain sure was like, ooh, look, somebody left a microwave burrito. It's getting to be dinner time for me, and I'm like, ooh, I'm hungry.
Raccoons.
Oh, they're so cute. They're sitting and watching the ducks.
Creatures.
Fruit.
Yeah, you should eat some food soon. We should call it a day here right away.
Yeah.
But this was really fun.
This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for yapping with me.
Yeah. I'm really glad
to so relaxed and at peace. Really fun.
Have some time to hang out with people that I think are really, really lovely, and I'm happy to merge our communities so that people can find new streamers that they like and want to watch and all that.
Yeah, it's always really, really fun to like introduce your community to like other lovely people, and also it's always really, really fun to like you know, meet new friends and get to like, we've been talking for a little while on Twitter and things like that, but like we hadn't had the opportunity to collab until now, and I'm really thankful that we got to.
Yeah, this like latter half of the month, I like made a tweet that I said I have collabs with so many of my oshis. Pinch me. So excited to spend time with beautiful women.
Beautiful women. I'm so glad, because I think that's one of like the most difficult things of being like in VTubing is like it's really just making friends, and like 9 times out of 10 it's just that everyone is really shy, and it took me a little while to figure that out, that like, oh, I have to reach out to them because they're also shy, and if I just reach out, then it's not scary.
No one told me that being a VTuber would mean that I would be surrounded by beautiful women, and that I keep doing this thing where I flirt with them a little bit on Twitter, but then when they respond to me, I'm like, abort mission. I'm nervous. I'm trying instead of saying, oh my god, abort, I'm trying to say, oh my god, do you want to go walk around Disneyland with me?
Yeah. Just when in doubt, like after somebody like interacts with you and you're like, oh, okay, like there's like a good like a atmosphere here, like that's when like, you know, the following, or like if you're already mutuals, then like just DM and like be like, hey, like I think you're very cool. And like 9 times out of 10, you know, unless people are busy, they're gonna be able to like, you know, yap back and forth.
It's true.
Sometimes it's just busy.
But that's very true. Well, I will let us both escape to go get some food, because you probably shouldn't eat the burritos on the ground that you just see. You know?
No. The golden covered burritos on the piles of coins out in the summer sun, or I guess in the winter sun, just sitting there on the ground at Disneyland. Probably not the best thing to eat now.
Teeny, hey women, also teeny OMG women noticed me. Yeah,
it's like, oh wow, Well, my oh my, if it ain't the consequences of my own action.
Literally that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do have basically the next 2 weeks already up and scheduled on my YouTube, so if you are looking for more collabs / other videos and content that I am doing, feel free to go like the waiting rooms and things. If you could do us a huge favor and comment and like on this VOD after this one ends, that would be super awesome. It helps push it to the algorithm and the places that be. If you want to support your Oshis, comment on their VODs.
Yeah.
It's
Smash that
important.
mother heckin' like button. You know, tell your if you don't know what to comment, just say like a silly pickup line or a pun or something. I don't know. You got this. I believe in you. Like to a support on that thing. I hate that. Hey, I don't like that.
Mods? Yeah, I call mods on my own mods. Oh my god. Mods. Arrest this man. Okay, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Have a good
Bye
night.
bye.
Good night.
Good night.